Hey guys, Mike Toy Bonsai Boise. So it's been a while since I've done an update on all my trees, and I haven't posted a video of any kind in the past few weeks because I started a new job and it's been a little time consuming. So I'm going to do a quick update now and walk through all of my outdoor trees to give you a look at the progress on them. So come with me and let's take a look. Alright, so I'm going to start here with this guy. This is one of my willows. I named this one Loki. I posted a couple videos on it, but long story short on this guy, I swam across the Boise River about 2 years ago, and I didn't have clippers or a knife or anything on me, so I just basically snapped this branch right off of another branch. I just reached up and grabbed it, snapped it right off, walked around with it for about, I don't know, an hour or 2 hours or so, and just kind of like keeping it and dipping it in water, keeping it wet. Got home, put it in a pot, and it took off, and now it's a regular tree. So this is how it's doing. If you look at the inside, these willows propagate so easy. I mean, that was kind of a experiment. I didn't really know what to expect there. I didn't know if it was going to make it or not, and I was pleasantly surprised that it did. So here's Loki. Okay, this is a newer one that I just got this year. You can see it's kind of a monster. It's a bush honeysuckle. I got this from a buddy of mine who also has a YouTube video channel. His YouTube channel is called Mr. Leslie's Trees, and he gave me this. It's actually just a branch off of a much bigger mother tree, so to speak. Not sure what happened or how it happened, but it somehow broke off of the main tree, and he called me up and said, "Hey, if you want one, come and get it." So I came and got it, kept it in a bucket of water over that night, and then put it in here, and it took off. So it didn't have any of these leaves on it. Now, this was probably 2 or 3 months ago that it happened. So I'm surprised and not surprised, but pleasantly surprised that it lived and that it's doing so good. So that is my bush honeysuckle. Next spring, I'm going to repot it and I'm going to trim it way back. And right now I just wanted to let it grow wild and gain some health. All right, so here is a Virginia creeper. Not much to look at there, but I repotted this one and did a video on it last summer. And for a while it wasn't doing very good. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but it bounced back, so it's doing good. This is a, I always forget the name of this, a Philadelphus. Boy, I'm sorry, I can't think of the name of it right now. It's kind of a half vine, half tree type thing. It's a Philadelphus something. I'll post the name of it on this video after I do this. I'll look it up. So it's doing well. Another Virginia creeper. Have not repotted this one in 2 years, so it has been seriously neglected, and it seems to be doing just fine. Okay. Actually, I'll come back to that side. I'll stick to this side. This is a bay willow. Also needing some attention. Just needs to clip back. These willows, you can really prune them back hard, and they can take a beating. So this is, I believe, a red maple. I signed up for the Arbor Day Foundation, and you get a few trees when you do that. It's only $10 every 6 months, so I would definitely sign up if I were you, because they send you, I want to say, like 4 trees. This was one of them. I thought it was dead, but it ended up living. That's another one that I got that I'm pretty sure is dead. I don't see much hope for this one here. Let's see. Yep. That's a pretty bad sign. So, that one's dead. This is a blueberry bush. I was working with a buddy of mine, Garav. I call him G-Rav. Oops. And we removed this blueberry bush from his yard, and I thought, you know, let's see what I can do with it. And it doesn't really capture it well here, but it's actually a really pretty little blueberry bush. I need to trim some of this grass out of there and kind of make it look pretty, but my first goal was just to make sure it lived during the transplant, and it did. So I'll work on it more next year. This is another blueberry bush that I've had for a few years now. Some seeds I'm trying to grow that so far aren't showing any promising signs. That is an Elmer Maple. My original thought was to just let this thing grow wild and not trim it at all. But it just had been growing so vigorously, and I'm so limited on space here that I kind of have to trim it back occasionally just to keep it in order. It's just a little nursery juniper that I've had for about a year now, just sort of letting it go. Another one. Here's a silver maple that I just worked on. I just need to finish editing the video and I'll post it. So I won't talk much about this because I'm going to post an entire video on this within the next couple of days. In the back, got another Elmer Maple. Doesn't look like much right now, but these things are just a lot of fun. They grow really vigorously. They're very similar to a trident maple. And you can reduce leaf size real easy, and you know, they're just fun little trees. So let's see, how did I get that? There we go. That is a river birch. First year. Lilac, just sort of letting it grow. So this one here is the Siberian Elm forest that I've been working on. But unfortunately, only 3 of the trees in there lived. But the 3 that lived are very healthy. Again, this video is not doing it justice because I can't really give you a good enough look at it. The point is just to give you an overall gist of how they're doing. So I'll do another video on this one soon because I do plan on putting some more trees into this forest. Moving on. Here's the Shantung Maple. It's always been a trooper. It continues to be a trooper. I really haven't trimmed it much at all. Just wanted to let it grow and regain some vigor from the major repotting and root pruning that I did to it last year. But it's getting to the point now where I do need to trim it because it's going pretty crazy. And it's starting to rain on me. Here is the Katsura Japanese Maple. Did a video on this about a month or so ago. Seems to be doing just fine. In the back there is the green ash. Let me see if I can move this. There's the green ash. Did a video on this just a couple of weeks ago. It seems to be bouncing back, so that's good. Here's the Cotonoster that I did a video on maybe a month ago. It's doing great. Oak leaf sumac, which I've always liked. Doesn't get many hits or much love on YouTube, but I've always liked it. It's a fun little tree, but boy, do they stick. Just a little oak that I've had for a couple of years now, just sort of letting it grow. Here's my juniper. Let's see if I can get a better look at it here. There we go. So it's doing great. Oops. In the back here, I should take a look at is the Dwarf Alberta Spruce. It's doing good. You can see some new growth here. See the lighter green. Yeah, so it's bouncing back. It's gone through a couple of growth spurts since I did the repotting, so glad that that one survived. I'm not going to be able to get in there to show everything, but here's one of the Ficus Benjamina. This is my son's. It's Gavin's. And there's Kaya's, my daughter's. I'm not sure if I can get in there to really pull it out, so take my word for it. Here's another Elmer Maple. Like I said, these things just grow like crazy, so they're a lot of fun. They're really pretty in the fall too. They turn a lot of cool colors, so I am a fan of the Elmer Maples. Oops. Key. Let's see here. It's going to get really tight in here. Just another second-year oak. Here's the main Siberian elm that I have. And naturally, it's going to start really pouring on me now, too. I picked a perfect time and way to do this video, didn't I? Silver Maple. Did a video on this just a couple weeks ago. You can see it did live. I wouldn't say it's the most healthy it's ever been, but it did live. Now this is another one that I got from the Arbor Day Foundation. This is a Zelkova Japanese Elm. my first one of these, so I'm super excited. Another one that I thought died. It died way back and almost had no leaves on it, but then it just sort of miraculously came back. So I'm not really going to touch it. I'm just basically letting it grow and regain health. Here's my little loop-de-loop silver maple. Did a video on this a month or two ago, and it's bounced back quite a bit. Let me see if I can give you a good look here. So it comes out. Way out here. So I'm probably gonna have to trim this one soon. Okay, now let's go take a look at a couple others. Okay, it's hard to tell inside of this jungle monster here, but this is the Wisteria. I have one Wisteria. Done a couple videos on it, so just sort of been letting it grow, which maybe is a bad idea because these things are very invasive. I'll show you kind of what they do. So here's the Western Sands cherry, but just to give you an idea, that's the Wisteria. So they crawl up into other trees and sort of take over. So I'm constantly pruning it back, or even just ripping at it and hacking at it to get it to not strangle my other trees. Yeah, I'll have to fix that later, but anyways, that's that. Here's the Western Sand cherry. Hopefully you can hear me over the rain. Anyways, there it is. Siberian Elm. I'm not giving up in this rain, so just if you think I'm giving up. Another Siberian Elm. These two are probably going to go into that Siberian Elm forest that I've got when I'll probably wait until I move and have a little more time, a little more room to do the video. Here's another willow cutting just for fun. I took this actually off the neighbor's tree on that side. Has a big willow, and I just sort of reached up, grabbed one, pulled it down as much as I could to get the thickest part, clipped, stuck it in here, and here it goes. So it's doing well. There is a red maple. You can see some wiring scars. I wired it for, I swear, just a couple of weeks, and this thing grew. It just had a growth spurt right at the same time, and next thing I knew, boom, I had to take the wires off because it just ate right into the tree. So lesson learned. In here I've got some cuttings and some other baby Elmer maples that I'm working on, and of course this Wisteria is trying to take over as usual. Same with down here. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude this now. So there it is. So I said I wouldn't give up, and I halfway didn't. But that is all of my trees there. So it's starting to pour pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up now. That's just a quick look at the trees. I didn't want to go too in depth on any of them. Just want to give a little progress update and let you know where I'm at. So to let you know that I will be posting more videos soon. Just like I said, just started a new job and looking for a new, bigger place. So bear with me a little while longer, and I'll be able to do more in-depth videos. But thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. You can see updates on all these individually and as a group like this. So thanks again for watching. Have a good day.